Thank you. The time is now 7:31. I would like to call the special school board meeting for Tuesday, September 30th, 2025 for the Des Moines Public Schools to order. Ms. Rios, can you please take the roll?
Yes. Ms. Alonso?
Here.
Ms. Campos?
Here.
Mr. Dix?
Here.
Ms. Knox?
Here.
Ms. Martirana?
Here.
Dr. Mayberry Mays?
Here.
Ms. Norris?
Here. The next item is approval of the agenda. May I have a motion?
Martirano, so moved.
Dick, second.
We have a motion by Ms. Martirano and a second by Mr. Dix. Board members, please cast your votes. Ms. Knox?
Yes.
The vote is approved 7-0. I'd like to now entertain a motion for us to go into closed session.
I move that the board go into closed session per Iowa Code Section 21.5, subsection 1, subsection I, which states a governmental body may hold a closed session only by affirmative public vote of either 2/3 of the members of the body or all of the members present at the meeting to evaluate the professional competency of an individual whose appointment, hiring, and performance or discharge is being considered when necessary to prevent needless or irreparable injury to that individual's reputation, and that individual requests a closed session, and Iowa Code Section 21.5, subsection 1, subsection A, to review or discuss records which are required or authorized by state or federal law to be kept confidential or to be kept confidential as a condition for that governmental body's possession or continued receipt of federal funds.
We have a motion by Ms. Martirano. May I have a second, please?
Alonso, second.
We have a motion by Ms. Martirano and a second by Ms. Alonso. Ms. Rios, could you please take the vote?
Yes. Ms. Alonso?
Yes.
Ms. Campos?
Yes.
Mr. Dix?
Yes.
Ms. Knox?
Yes.
Ms. Martirana?
Yes.
Dr. Mayberry Mays?
Yes.
Ms. Norris?
Yes. The motion passes 7-0. At this moment, the board will be moving to a separate room for their closed session, and we will return shortly. I'd like to call the meeting back to order. Ms. Rios, will you please take the roll?
Yes. Ms. Alonso? Here. Ms. Campos?
Here.
Mr. Dix?
Here.
Ms. Knox?
Here.
Ms. Martirana?
Here.
Dr. Mayberry Mays?
Here.
Ms. Norris?
Here. We will begin with a brief board statement. Tonight, we are here to act on the district's contract with Superintendent Dr. Ian Roberts. Friday morning, everything changed for all of us, including Dr. Roberts. The individual who was leading our district with energy and enthusiasm was detained by ICE agents. Since that time, this district, the Iowa Department of Education, the Department of Homeland Security, and others have learned that his citizenship and status and eligibility to work in the United States is not what we were led to believe. New details have led to more questions, really important questions. For all of us, this is not what we anticipated when we welcomed Dr. Ian Roberts into Central Iowa and the Des Moines School District a little more than 2 years ago. It is a sad and troubling end for an individual who gave many people, especially our students, hope. As Des Moines School Board members, we have a responsibility to uphold the law, to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars, and to lead the district forward in the best way possible. DMPS reviewed Dr. Roberts' I-9, where he stated he was a U.S. citizen and provided 2 forms of ID, a driver's license and a Social Security card. And Dentons Davis Brown determined the information submitted was consistent with his claim that he was a U.S. citizen. However, in the past 24 hours, the Iowa Board of Educational Examiners revoked Dr. Roberts' license, meaning he is not able to serve as a superintendent in our state. Yesterday afternoon, the Department of Homeland Security informed us that he is not eligible to work in the United States and therefore could not be employed in any fashion at DMPS. There are several reasons leading to just cause for termination. However, the above 2 actions by different government agencies mean that Dr. Roberts can no longer remain employed with our school district. In accordance with due process, we gave Dr. Roberts an opportunity through his attorney to provide any information that would substantiate his claims by answering a set of questions regarding citizenship. He did not provide the board with the information we requested. Instead, he submitted a letter of resignation through his attorney, and the board will vote to accept his resignation. As each board member votes, please know that the school board made the difficult but right decision given the circumstances. We will now move to action D1, motion. Thank you. Thank you.
Buenas noches. Estamos aquí esta noche para actuar en relación con el contrato del distrito con el superintendente Ian Roberts. El viernes por la mañana, todo cambió para todos nosotros, incluido el Dr. Roberts, la persona que lideraba nuestro distrito con energía y entusiasmo, fue detenida por agentes de ICE. Desde ese momento, este distrito, el Departamento de Educación de Iowa, el Departamento de Seguridad Nacional y otros han descubierto que su estatus de ciudadanía y elegibilidad para trabajar en los Estados Unidos no es lo que se nos hizo creer. Nuevos detalles han generado más preguntas importantes. Para todos nosotros, esto no es lo que anticipábamos cuando le dimos la bienvenida al Dr. Roberts a Iowa Central y al Distrito Escolar de Des Moines hace poco más de 2 años. Es un final triste y preocupante para una persona que dio esperanza a muchas personas, especialmente a nuestros estudiantes. Como miembros de la Junta Escolar de Des Moines, tenemos la responsabilidad de cumplir con la ley, de ser buenos administradores de los fondos públicos y de guiar al distrito hacia adelante de la mejor manera posible. DMPS revisó el formulario I-9 del Dr. Roberts, donde declaró que era ciudadano estadounidense y proporcionó 2 formas de identificación, una licencia de conducir y una tarjeta de seguro social. Denton Davis Brown determinó que la información presentada era consistente con su declaración de que era ciudadano. Sin embargo, en las últimas 24 horas, la Junta de Examinadores Educativos de Iowa revocó la licencia del Dr. Roberts, lo que significa que no puede desempeñarse como superintendente en este estado. Ayer por la tarde, el Departamento de Seguridad Nacional nos informó que no es elegible para trabajar en los Estados Unidos y por lo tanto no puede ser empleado de ninguna manera por DMPS. Existen varias razones que constituyen una causa justa para la terminación. Sin embargo, las 2 acciones anteriores por parte de diferentes agencias gubernamentales significan que el Dr. Roberts ya no puede seguir empleado en nuestro distrito escolar. De acuerdo con el debido proceso, le dimos al Dr. Roberts la oportunidad a través de su abogado de proporcionar cualquier información que respaldara sus afirmaciones, respondiendo un conjunto de preguntas sobre su ciudadanía. No proporcionó a la Junta la información que solicitamos. En su lugar, presentó una carta de renuncia a través de su abogado y esta noche la Junta votará para aceptar su renuncia. Al votar, cada miembro de la Junta sepan que la Junta Escolar tomó la decisión difícil pero correcta, dadas las circunstancias.
The board will have one action item this evening, motion to consider termination or resignation of superintendent's contract. Board member Ms. Knox will make a motion.
I move that we approve the resignation of Dr. Roberts effective immediately.
We have a motion to accept the resignation of the superintendent by Ms. Knox. May I have a second?
Martirano, second.
We have a second by Ms. Martirano. But Ms. Rios, can you please take the vote?
Yes, Ms. Alonso,
Yes.
Ms. Campos,
Yes.
Mr. Dix,
Yes.
Ms. Knox,
Yes.
Ms. Martirano,
Yes.
Dr. Mayberry Mays,
Yes.
Ms. Norris.
Yes. The vote is approved 7-0, and the board will accept the resignation of the superintendent. I'm now going to turn it over to Dr. Mayberry Mays to make some closing comments.
This is a sad and disappointing day for Des Moines Public Schools. The motion carries and we have accepted Dr. Roberts' resignation. As stewards of taxpayer dollars, we want to repeat that no taxpayer dollars were spent as of 12:01 a.m. on Monday on Dr. Roberts' compensation. With tonight's board vote, questions related to his immigration status, ability to work, and related issues should be directed to his attorney, Alfredo Parrish. Any additional information on his detainment, immigration records, or eligibility should be referred to the Department of Homeland Security or its Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. DMPS will continue to cooperate with state and federal authorities. And now we must begin the process of moving forward together. Our district is more than one person. We have 30,000 students, 5,000 staff members, and thousands of people who each and every day do the important work of serving our children, celebrating our successes, and welcoming them to our schools. While these past few days have been an unprecedented time, the 35,000 people who make up DMPS offer so much opportunity each and every day. Most importantly, our focus must remain on our students.
Hoy es un día triste y decepcionante para las escuelas públicas de Des Moines. La moción fue aprobada y hemos aceptado la renuncia del Dr. Roberts. Como administradores de los fondos públicos, queremos reiterar que no se gastaron fondos de los contribuyentes para la compensación del Dr. Roberts a partir de las 12:01 a.m. del lunes. Con la votación de la Junta esta noche, cualquier pregunta relacionada con su estatus inmigratorio, capacidad para trabajar y temas relacionados deben dirigirse al abogado Alfredo Parrish. Cualquier información adicional sobre su detención, registros migratorios o elegibilidad debe referirse al Departamento de Seguridad Nacional o a su agencia de Inmigración y Control de Aduanas, ICE. DMPS continuará cooperando con las autoridades estatales y federales. Y ahora debemos comenzar el proceso de avanzar juntos. Nuestro distrito es más que solo una persona. Tenemos 30,000 estudiantes y 5,000 miembros del personal. Miles de personas que cada día hacen el importante trabajo de servir a nuestros niños, celebrar nuestros logros y darles la bienvenida a nuestras escuelas. Aunque estos últimos días han sido tiempos sin precedentes, las 35,000 personas que forman parte de DMPS ofrecen muchas oportunidades cada día. Lo más importante, nuestra prioridad debe seguir siendo nuestros estudiantes.
Thank you. And without objection, this board meeting is adjourned at 9:19 p.m.
Check, check. Check 1, 2. Check, check, check. Check 1.
You could just tell me when we're done.
Everybody set, ready to go? So we're just going to take a few questions tonight with School Board Chair Jackie Norris and then call it an evening. So.
Great.
Thank you.
There was that the focus needs to be on the kids.
Mhm.
How is this situation being addressed with the students?
Yeah, one of the things, we are so lucky to have Matt Smith as our interim superintendent. He is leading with heart and passion and guts and bringing his principals and teachers and staff along. And so as I think began earlier this weekend, and I know on Sunday, resources have been made available to parents, how to talk with their children about this topic, and that will continue. So this will continue. I'm sure it will be a continuous conversation. This will not be over tomorrow for a lot of our young students. I'm not aware of ICE agents coming to our office at any point.
A lot of students walking out.
Yeah. One of the things I think we should all be proud about our students is that they are comfortable using their voice and advocating for things that they think are important. And I'm also incredibly proud of how our staff worked to make sure that they were kept safe. So they had the opportunity to voice their opinions and also that they were kept safe and were able to return back to school without too much disruption during the day.
Today we also learned that the Department of Justice is hiring practices. Any communication other than that?
We have not. We just received the letter this afternoon. And so I think we're set to have a conversation next week to learn more. I really haven't had a lot of time to take a look at it. So in due time.
What some of the pros and cons would have been from hiring and resigning?
Yeah, a decision like this is really difficult and you have to weigh a lot of factors. The most significant ones for us were the ones that were staring right in front of us, which is that he didn't have a license to actually be superintendent and he didn't have eligibility to work in this country. And so we didn't need a longer investigation to address all of the issues. We needed to look at the two things that were in front of us, which were just cause. And the decision to accept the resignation, we moved swiftly forward and we now turn it over to Dr. Roberts and Alfredo Parrish and other entities to begin the work of addressing the citizenship issue.
What can you say about Dr. Roberts' tenure as superintendent and what do you think is his accomplishments?
Yeah, I would defer to other people to tell their own story about Dr. Roberts. I think there's no doubt he brought spark and enthusiasm to education and learning, and you saw that in the kids. And that's why I think we really have to stay focused on how we're communicating with our young people, because citizenship is a very complex issue, as we've talked about. And at the end of the day, what we know is that, somebody can have citizenship status that may not be legal, and at the same time, a person could be a good human being. And I think we just have to keep remembering that our kids are watching this and processing this.
How do you think your handling of this is going to impact the Senate?
I love my volunteer job as chair of the school board, and I have put everything down since Friday morning, since the minute this happened, and focused on nothing but our students and our staff. And I will let the chips fall.
What was named in the Is there any future where he could be returning to Des Moines?
You know, that's a hypothetical. I don't think I can speak for the board at this point.
Decisions that Dr. Roberts has made that you're going to be reviewing over the coming weeks?
I can't speak to anything specific. I do know that the board is going to reconvene next week and take a look at, what's next. And what's next includes a lot of things, but the most important, a lot of things as it relates to next steps in leadership and searches and things like that. But right now, we are so excited to move forward with our interim superintendent to advocate and get our community excited about reimagining education. And I think if I could ask for one thing, it is to remind everybody that reimagining education is an initiative that was catalyzed by the board, that was informed by the staff here, including our interim superintendent, that was informed by the community and the students and the parents. And so we are really excited, and we need everybody to get out there and support our kids. And the way that you can support our kids is by supporting that bond referendum.
Thanks, everybody.
Great, thank you.
Good night.